Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am the Relatable Rabbit, and tonight we're going to be going over some fun, festive ways to celebrate Halloween with your kids leading up to the big night itself. And we're going to be going over just different things that you can do to make memories, to really enjoy the season leading up to Halloween, and things that your kids will love that are on a budget, okay? All right, first things first. Something that I'm going to try to do this year I've never done before is reading Halloween books. My son is in second grade now, and he's really grasped reading very well. We're very proud of him, and he loves to do it. So what I would suggest is getting some books, even from your local library, to keep it really cheap. You can go with the kids and check out books that you can read together on the weekends or before bed, whatever your schedule is, that are Halloween related. So I picked up a few today for my son. We've got Scooby-Doo, Haunted Halloween. He loves Scooby-Doo. Very Scary Witch Story. You Wouldn't Want to Be a Salem Witch. Now this is a little controversial maybe to some people, but I kind of think it's cool to learn about that type of history. So I'm excited for my son to read this. Pumpkin Light, which I'm not sure what this is about, but it does involve pumpkins and Halloweens. Trick or Eek, which is actually a Halloween riddles book, which my son loves to tell jokes. It's got pop-up pages, so he was pretty excited about that one. And this is called Celebrate Halloween with Pumpkins, Costumes, and Candy. And I thought this would be a good way to learn a little bit of history about Halloween, but also just kind of get ideas from it as well. So it talks about all kinds of different things in here. You know, what people do, what their traditions are. So that's a really good one. Second thing that I have on my list, because I made a little fall bucket list, is my son's never done this, and I've only done this when I was little, but we're going to make caramel apples, and I actually got this 60% off at Michael's. So that was only like maybe $2 or $3 for this, and I've got the apples. It's under $7 for both. Next thing is a Halloween craft. Also at Michael's, I found this 3D structure here, and they have all kinds of different types, and this one was $10, but it was 60% off as well. So between the two things, I only spent $6 for the caramel and this structure here, which my son's gonna love. It's 6+, and it says it takes about an hour, so we'll work on it together, and it's something fun that we can do and cheap. Another thing is to make something with pumpkin. So I picked up this pumpkin spice bread made with real pumpkin. This was cheap. I got this at Save-A-Lot here. I think it was $2. It only takes water, vegetable oil, and eggs, and I am not such a great baker, so things out of a box are right up my alley. I can cook, I just can't really bake. So I'm gonna make that this weekend. That way we have it leading up to Halloween. Something that I love to do every year, no matter what, is Halloween movies. I love scary movies, horror movies. I have to keep it kind of PG because my son's only 6, so I watch my movies after he goes to bed with my boyfriend. But with my son, we're gonna watch anything that he can watch and enjoy leading up to Halloween. So you kind of treat yourself to movie nights. You can do this every weekend in October, I feel. And you know, you're never gonna run out of movies. There's Hocus Pocus, Beetlejuice, I can't think of many right off the top of my head, but like this year, I'm gonna introduce him to the original Night of the Living Dead. So it's not too bad. So hopefully he's not terrified, but those are different things. We've already watched Hocus Pocus. Ghostbusters is a good one. So there's lots of different ones that you can find that your kids are going to like. There's even the Charlie Brown, which we're going to try to watch as well. So a great thing is to do movie nights with popcorn and treats. You can have popcorns, add some M&Ms in, so it's a little bit of, you know, Halloween themed treats, and watching scary movies or not so scary movies for the kids. And like I said, that's one of my favorite things to do. Something I also do every single year, we always make Halloween cupcakes. We love to decorate them. It's so much fun. You can get the sprinkles and stuff. And depending on how fancy you want to make or how simple you want to make, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You know, the icing and stuff can be a little expensive, but if you use food coloring, it's not so bad. But like I have some stuff left over from last year. I haven't gotten into, or I haven't bought anything this year, but I'm just going to use my leftovers from last year. And I have like icing. This is actually Christmas. I kind of have everything in one. Got some black shiny pearls, some black shiny spiders, little black and red sprinkles. I have red icing, great, or gel icing, great for like blood and stuff. Rest in peace, little things you stick into the cupcakes. Black dye, well, black food coloring. And I picked this up last year after the holidays, and this is harvest, so there's definitely things. It's kind of more Thanksgiving or fall themed, but you can definitely use these for Halloween as well because it's got like the brown, yellow, and orange in there. So this would be good for Halloween. So this is all stuff I've already had, but it's, you know, you pick up things here and there. You don't need a whole lot, and you can really have so much fun with the kids decorating the cupcakes. Like I said, I do this every year. I love it. My son loves it too. I've even got my best friend involved to where we get our boys together. She has 2 boys, and we make the cupcakes, and it's just so much fun. All right, so another thing to always do that's usually free, as long as you don't buy anything, is visit a pumpkin patch. That's always a great thing to do. I usually buy like one of the little pumpkins there because they're cheap, but the big pumpkins are way too expensive for me. So that's fun. You can also just go to the store and pick out your pumpkins. That's fun, and you know you're gonna get pumpkins anyway, so that's pretty cheap, inexpensive way to kick in the holiday. Taking pictures, especially at the pumpkin patch, so that's always a lot of fun. You can take them yourself, they're free. Put them on your Facebook, print them out, you know, and you have your own holiday, Halloween, fall pictures. So of course that leads to carving a pumpkin. I have this from last year. I do have all the pieces, and I have a whole nother one somewhere, but these are cool. We like to get ideas. They're not the best, but we do use them to an extent and use the tools that it comes with. You can get these at your local Walmart. And carving a pumpkin is a tradition. We always have to carve a pumpkin. I love carving a pumpkin, and I get super into it. My son's actually never carved one himself, so this year I think I'm going to let him try. I will still help him with the knife and stuff, but I'm going to let him kind of do his own traditional pumpkin. Nothing fancy, but that's going to be his first this year. Let's see. Oh, so I'm done with showing you stuff, but some other things to have a cheap, inexpensive, memorable holiday season for Halloween and fall is to go to a haunted house. You can usually, some communities put them on for free. Some of them charge, and they're rather inexpensive. I love haunted houses, love them. Even if I don't get terrified, it's just fun for me. I really enjoy going. My son used to like to go, now he's not so sure. So I don't know if he'll be going this year, but I'm definitely going to one. A community event, there's always some type of fall festival or trunk or treat or a block party. I know where I work, they're putting on a block party. They do it every year. We always go, and it's really a great time because there's all kinds of activities, and they give out candy, and there's vendors, and it's all free. You know, they even have food for free. It's not anything that costs me anything, and it's a fun night. It's very, you know, get you in the mood because people are dressed up. So always check your local community for different events that's going on. Check Facebook, ask around. There's got to be something, and it's going to either be cheap or free, which is free is great. So my last thing is picking out a costume, obviously, or making your own, or thrifting a costume. So normally what I do, I kind of go in between. I'll either thrift a costume, make a costume, or buy a costume. And this year I just kept it easy, and he's gonna be a stormtrooper, $10 at Walmart. We're done, we're good. Mine I kind of put together, I'm gonna be a witch. I put together pieces between thrifting and what I already had and buying new, and I think I spent like a total of $5, honestly. But yeah, I only spent $5 on my costume because I bought a little hat, a cheap one, and an undershirt at a thrift store that was brand new, which was in one of my videos, my second video. And yeah, super cheap, a lot of fun. So those are my tips and tricks and ideas for knocking things off your fall or Halloween bucket list. Really trying to enjoy the season. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just have fun with it. It's about having fun. And of course, going trick-or-treating. You know, I always go trick-or-treating, even when I didn't have a child. I love trick-or-treating. So that's the number one thing, trick-or-treating. Thank you so much for watching my channel. And let me know if you want to see any types of videos or how I'm doing. I know I'm still a little iffy in front of the camera, but I'm working on it. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. You have a great day and enjoy your Halloween, okay?